And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab in this one, Tyler Phillips.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Line to left. Schwarber makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jurickson Profar.
You know, he's a rarity, Boog. A guy who can really light it up on the road for some reason. Some guys struggle away from their home ballpark, but this guy's better than 350 when he's away from his home ballpark. So I'm looking for him to be a real catalyst in this game today. I mean, they're going to need him to be at his best because most guys just don't consistently perform well at that level away from home.
Fouled off left side. One out, base is empty. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. That's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Ground ball left side, and it gets by him. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill, Chris Sale.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one out to right. Acuna there. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. This one in the air. Riley. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Philadelphia, and the batter now, Matt Olson. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missing there, and that's ball 1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Angelo Cooper, the next to hit. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. That one laced to center and a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Profar climbs in on that left side. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Big game last night. He went 4 for 5. In there, and it's 0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now here is Chadwick Trump, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Ozzie flying around third. He'll score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Riley now at the plate. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
Right away, he hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Wacha fastball on his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
The 0-2. That's inside.
That's off the plate.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. One gone here. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 1 so far. The other way, and foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Out towards right center field. Castellanos sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are 2 gone. And now Michael Harris the second. Grounded out his first time up. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Harris with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And a swing and a miss.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Gets it to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. Sale back to work. Just missed. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to the left. It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Schwarber aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Riley fires to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. And here comes Alec Boehm. Just missed.
1-0.
Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Gets the outside corner with that one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Alvarez under this one. He's got it. And there's two down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Weston Wilson stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is downstairs. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the second game of the series. They take the force out number 3. Phillies leave a couple. They trail it here 4-0. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And the first offering is not close.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
This one in the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. And a foul ball. Olson, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Turner with the throw to first, and Olson is set down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. Angelo Cooper next up for the Braves. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Cooper with some struggles at the plate recently. Not uncommon for rookies. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Realmuto right there to make the grab. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Swing and a miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one ripped. That's back. And that is gone. His 14th of the year, and they close the gap. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Base is empty, 1 away. Stepping in, Brandon Marsh.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive, right?
Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Wastes no time there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Harper batting with 1
run already in this inning. They're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And now the lefty. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Fought off foul. Still only one out here in the inning. And strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, right side, sneaks through, base hit. The throw to third, and he's out.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That clips a corner. 2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Sliced hard but foul. This to third. Over to Albies. That's the third out. Inning over. They put 2 on the board, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 3 innings. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great.
On to second, they get 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Trump in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Alec Bohm. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Real Muto now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Now it's the DH, Weston Wilson. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Sosa batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Wilson off of first with 2 away. Now a screamer into the outfield. Harris makes the grab. And that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Phillips back to work. On the ground, Sosa tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So the lineup flips over, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Marsh moving back. Into the bullpen and gone. And they add on. It's 5-2. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up in second.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler Phillips gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. A new pitcher in the game, Joe Ross. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. And there's a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Swing and a drive deep right field. Castellanos ranges back. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. Runner tags and goes to third. Here's Matt Olson down.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
On the ground to third. Whips it across, and Olson is set down. They limit the damage here. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Trey Turner. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Ground ball right side, Albies. The throw to first. That's the second out.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Harper in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one hammered. the foul pole for a home run. He made him pay for that one, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Wander Suero. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a ball popped up. Olsen under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now 5-3. 6th inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Top 6. Now it's going to be Angelo Cooper. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, left fielder, Jerson Profile.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Nope.
Just missed.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
He's out.
Over to Turner for 1.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Bang! All muscle to center field. His second homer of this series. It's 7-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
One down. And here's the catcher, Chadwick Tromp. First pitch, not close. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Ross, the tall righty, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Austin Riley. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. 2 outs, base is empty. That one in there across the letters.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Acuna, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Riley off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air out towards right center. Marsh has this one sized up. Brings it in. And that is that. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Clips the corner, strike 1.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
That's a ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
In the air, center field, Harris. And there's 1 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. He swings and fouls 1 off. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ball hammered left field, and that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The relay not going to get him. He's in there.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
JT Realmuto steps in. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. That one finds the corner.
0-1.
It's 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
So a man aboard. Weston Wilson getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. They get the force. That ends the frame. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 7 and the Phillies 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Banks.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think that's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. 1 for 3.
Just out.
Popped in the air, left field. Schwarber makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 3 in this one. And it's fouled away. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. 2 down, bases empty. And now Matt Olson up to hit. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside.
3 down inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 7-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
There's a strike. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Marsh leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Acuna. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jordan Romano.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
Here's the catcher, Chadwick Trump. That's to third. Sends it across.